moisture needed. Cuntent, come out and play. Hello, motherfuckers, and welcome to my club of Cottontails. It is, like 7:21 a.m. Yeah. Good motherfucking morning from me to you. Here in about 40 minutes. Ooh, lightning. Here in about 40 minutes, I have to go to my Hosie Posie. And I am having my morning medicine, and I was like, you know what? Let's do a little mini meeting just to help. You know, I doubt that we'll get anyone to come chill and chat with me, but you know. Also, I'm gonna delete something from my page because it does not need to be there. I did a post saying something that's been hurting me for a while. I asked the first person I ever told about Junior to be one of her fairy godmothers. That was months ago. I've yet to hear back. At least now I know what they are to me. Not a soul sister, not a bestie, just a person. A friend in some aspects. That hurt. A friend in some aspects. That's it. Hurts. But I'm glad I know now how they feel or don't feel about me. So I'm actually going to make that for just me. Sometimes I'll do posts like that. Honestly, I should have set the privacy difference. Anyways, do I want to spread this moist content? I mean, it might help to potentially get some people, but we're only going to be here for like a half hour. So I just really need that extra moisture. So if you happen to be brand new, hi, I'm Amber motherfucking Lewis, an extremely random content creator, an all-around moist motherfucker. And I created my club of Cottontails as a way to help myself mentally and physically. So today is Saturday. It's currently 7:22 a.m. and today is therapy day for me. Also, it's a really interesting day. So I hit up some people because I'll be down in Vancouver for my therapy, and I was like, hey, let's hang out. And no one has hit me back except for one person, and I hit that person up last night before I went to bed, and they left me on red. Early morning meeting. So these are actually very common for Fridays. You never tune into them, Wheels, but every Friday morning I have this meeting, especially on these days, or every Saturday, my bad, I said Friday. Every Saturday morning, every other Saturday, I have these meetings to help with Hosie Posie. You've never tuned into them, but they exist every other Saturday morning. The only reason we didn't have one 2 weeks ago is because I didn't have time. Literally, Justin got home about this time, 7:23, so there was no way that I could even take 20 minutes to do a meeting. That's one thing, is this meeting simply exists because I need the extra moisture. That's why I created my club of Cottontails in general, is to help myself mentally and physically, but especially like today, where I have therapy here in just a couple hours. And I don't want to leave my house. I don't want to go to therapy, but I need to. And a huge thing with today is that I don't know what I'm doing after therapy. I know that I'm going to go to Main Street Marijuana because I need to get new medicines. I'm almost out of medicine, actually. I have some stashed away, but like there's very little in here. Very little, like enough to grind up one more. We do have a bowl here, which I'm going to get loaded right now. If I can find my pipe. There it is. But yeah, no, after Hosie Posie, my therapy, I'm going to go to Main Street Marijuana, and then after Main Street Marijuana, I guess I'll just come home because I haven't heard from anyone, you know what I mean? So, I honestly have no idea. Also, I'm going to wear this ring today. This is one of my favorite rings to wear when I'm just in my kind of like, I don't know, I feel kind of like in a dark, alternative mood today. I love my outfit. I'm wearing my Stewie shirt. I have black leggings on with shorts over it. Black leggings at that. So I really think my black with rose gold accented ring is perfect. Also, I made sure to wear my braces last night. You can actually see the indentations where I made sure to wear my braces. My wrist was hurting. My right one specifically when I went to bed last night. So that leads me to believe that, basically, The reason my arm was hurting while I was in the brace is because my carpal tunnel was super flared. I haven't been wearing my braces like I should have been, and that's bad. I'm going to go ahead and spread the Mooiisstt content. Hopefully get some more people to chat with me. Versus just having lurkers. I really, whenever you see Mooiisstt-ure is needed, or especially Hosie Posie in the title, that's therapy, yo. And lurking is only going to give me chest pains and make it worse. So if you're a person who actually cares about my mental state of being, when you see Hosie Posie in the title, don't fucking lurk. Because all you're doing is causing me mental turmoil. Hard facts. So yeah, it is almost 7:30. We will not, I repeat, we will not be playing video games. If you tune in looking for video game content, you're in the wrong motherfucking place. Because even when I am doing a regular meeting and I will play a shit ton of video games, it is not a gaming channel. It is not a come look at me channel. It is an Amber motherfucking Lewis channel where I come to help me be more me. Like the links I've been posting, you know, about my YouTube. It's just a place to help me be moist. Alright, so let's go ahead and share the link right now. So live right motherfucking now. Hopefully in the next 20 minutes I do actually get some good conversation, because in all honesty, depending how this day goes, I may not want to talk to anybody. I may get home and just chill by myself and until further notice. You know what I mean? Because I have all today. After therapy, I have the day for me. You know what I mean? Until Junior gets up from nap tomorrow afternoon. So I hate people. That's one thing that I have come to huge terms with, is that I really truthfully, like, I am an extrovert, but I really, like, I don't like people. I enjoy their company. I enjoy being around them, because as an extrovert, and especially the type of person I am, I just get energy from other people being around them. But I fucking hate people. People usually only do things if it's going to get them something. People are selfish, extremely selfish, so I think the hardest thing for me lately is realizing that I don't have four soul sisters. I'd love to say that I do, but I do not. When it comes down to it, I have two soul sisters, Michelle and Genesee. Hashtag money, which I really want to say her name, but I'm not that type of person. She has never said her name in any of the social media, so I'm not going to say it. Do I kind of want to because of how she's been treating me the last few months? Yeah. But hashtag money is not even a best friend. She's literally just a friend. That's it. Literally, that's it. So I'm going to read her books, send them back, and hopefully get my book back, because the bitch has my Sweet Blood book, and I want it back. So I'm going to read the two books she gave me, send those fuckers back, and hopefully get my book back. And then be done with that. Because I'm sorry, she does not care about me. At all. I don't give a fuck. You know, just like my friend Nicole, who, you know, I only have to hit her up. And even when I do hit her up, she's always fucking busy and says that she'll hit me back, and she never does. I'm always the person that fucking messages you. You are a good friend. There's too much in our history of friendship to say that you're not a good friend, but you're not my best friend, and you're definitely not my soul sister. So one thing lately is that I have gives no fucks on people who don't want to put in as much as I am giving in. I have people who do. You know what I mean? And then a lot of people go, oh, Amber, you're not going to make any friends that way. I'm like, I don't want to make friends. I want social interaction. There's a difference between social interaction and wanting friends. Dumbasses. Like, I don't want any friends. I have friends, and a shit ton of them. I don't need friends. I need constant social interaction. My friends are busy. We are adults and live our lives. They can't sit there and talk to me as much as I need the conversation. That's why it's important for me to have many conversations, but, you know, it usually just ends up me, myself, and I. Like right now. I mean, maybe someone typed, I haven't been in chat, I've been spreading the Mooiisstt content, so maybe someone said something past Wheels talking about it being an early morning meeting, which is not uncommon for Saturdays. Saturdays, I have therapy every other Saturday for the last 2 months. Oh, that's right. I've been going to therapy for the last 4 years, so it's not like it's something new. That's something that's so fucking stupid. Like, someone will not tune into my content for like a month, and then something pops up, they're like, oh my god, when did that change? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, that wasn't there. I'm like, actually it was. No, it wasn't. I'm like, bitch, I know my motherfucking content. And then I'll go back through fucking videos, and I'll be like, tink. And they're like, when was that? I'm like, a month ago. I'm like, this is, like, seriously, people seem to think that they see every single thing that I do. And it's like, unless you can honestly say that you have watched 1,300 videos of mine, you have not watched all my content. I haven't even watched all my fucking content, and I created it. Hosie Posie. Moisture is needed. Alright. Let's get this motherfucking morning medicate loaded to perfection. Sup, honey badger? Welcome back to Club Kottontale. Welcome to our Club Kottontale meeting. Just simply some moisture for my Hosie Posie. For anyone who is brand new or is completely naive, Hosie Posie is my therapist. But looks like most likely it's just going to be me, myself, and I. Because literally all he said was early morning meeting, never responded to what I said. Which, by the way, Wheels, that's so fucking annoying when you don't respond when I fucking direct something to you. You do realize that that means I'm just not going to fucking talk to you anymore, right? Like, why am I going to sit here trying to make a fucking conversation with someone who started talking to me and then you're just not going to fucking say anything? You do that all the fucking time. And I just chum it off like, oh, that's him. He just says hello and then lurks. No, fuck that. I'm sick and tired of me fucking responding to something and then just not having anything be said. So, fuck responding. I'm remembering all that shit. And this ain't the first fucking time. That's the thing. I give people chances. You know what I mean? You're gonna continue to do something a certain way, that's your content of character, and it ain't gonna fucking evolve. Ooh, yes! That lightning is so good today. Lightning! Alright. Now, to make sure that this medicine is absolutely phenomenal, we're going to load the bowl, we're going to put some keef on it, and then I'm going to put my last bit of crumble. You can kind of see it right there. So this is going to be a really dank bowl. For anyone who is wondering, because people tend to ask this quite often, no, I haven't had any marijuana this morning. It is 7:34 a.m. If it wasn't Saturday, and a Hosie Posie Saturday at that, if this was a normal Saturday, I'd probably be doing my morning stretches, potentially find a party chat or make a party chat to chat in that, and then at some point do my meeting later on. Being that it's a Hosie Posie day, I get up, I give Junior booby, that's the normal, every single day except for Sunday. I get up with Junior, give her breast milk, and make her breakfast. And then when she has breakfast, I come and medicate. And then, you know, she finishes breakfast, we watch a show, and then we continue on the rest of the day, so on and so forth. But on Saturdays, Justin is here. He's already out there watching her. We have to leave here in no later than 40 minutes. That's the bare latest that I could end this meeting. And then from here, I'm going to go to Vancouver, go to Hosie Posie, spend an hour in therapy. After therapy, I'm going to go to Mooiisstt Marijuana and get some more medicine. Get a little sativa, get a little indica, get some crumble. Excuse me. I'm also going to get some like shatter or something else to better use with my nectar collector. The crumble did good, but I feel like it would better be suited with something a bit more sticky, or a shatter. A shatter is glass-like dabs, so I could just take a little piece of that, put it in my container, you know, heat up my nectar collector, and take my hit skis. I'm so ready to get my grind on for Modern Warfare. It's a little after 11 here. Cool, cool, cool. So you're on the East Coast. Enjoy getting your Modern Warfare on. I'm hoping that someone hits me up. You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea. Like, the one I hit up some people. None of those people hit me back. I did a post, and I had one person kind of hit me back. Well, and then they did a post. Well, it's kind of fucked up. I did a post, they didn't respond. They did a post, I commented. And then they commented on my previous post. I texted them last night asking if they wanted to hang out, you know, morning into afternoon. They left me on read. They literally read the message 2 minutes after I sent it and then just never responded. But they were up all night. I know this because I saw them in a party chat. It is what it is. Whatever. If they don't want to hang out, they don't want to hang out. But tell me. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're just gonna leave me to stew? Like, that's wrong. But it is what it is, you know? So after Hosie Posie, I'll go to Mooiisstt Marijuana, and I guess if no one's hit me up, then I just come home and try not to digress underneath my rock, because I'm not doing okay. I haven't been doing okay, and I have been mentioning this. This is probably the most frustrating thing, is I have been reaching out, and people, they either, you know, like, very half-heartedly care, or they just, like, will watch my snaps and then just not say anything. You know what I mean? But then as soon as, like, I do a happy snap, they're like, are you doing better now? Like, why didn't you hit me up earlier? I'm like, and I literally said, I'm like, there's going to be a time where there isn't going to be someone to text back. You know what I mean? I'm struggling, and they say that you're supposed to reach out, but I mean, what the fuck? Like, I literally don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to make it without human interaction. I really don't. You know what I mean? The main interactions I get here is lurking, unless I'm doing something that people deem entertaining because they're stupid fucking cunts and don't realize that I'm not here to entertain you like some stupid dancing monkey. I'm here to help myself. So if you're going to sit there and lurk, you're going to trigger my social anxiety, amongst other things, and I'm going to have to use that situation to desensitize myself. So sure, you lurking is helping me, but not in a I mean, I guess in some ways it's positive, but it's negative to start out because all it does is give me chest pains. You know what? I'm not putting crumble on this. I put a shit ton of keef on this, and I am not trying to have my... You know what? Fuck it. Go for it, bitch. You're only gonna remember this one life. Let's just have our first Medicaid of this day be so fucking... Oh man, this is gonna wreck me, cause it's covered in keef now, and then I'm gonna put some crumble on top of it. Oh boy, I think she's lost her mind more, folks. This just in, Amber motherfucking Lewis is in fact crazy. I've also come to some realizations, and it's killing me inside, is that I have never had romantic love. Do I have love in my life? Very much so. I'm surrounded by so much love that's what's keeping me going. When I'm at my bleakest, I put myself in scenarios where, those loved ones are there. The last time it was really difficult, and it's still something I'm struggling with. I talked about it in Hosie Posie, but I'm just not very happy with where my brain went the last time. And it's been really difficult. I'm just having to do the next right thing each and every moment. Next millisecond, next second, next minute, next hour, next day, next week, next month. Everything is just moment by moment until the day is done and the next day starts, and hopefully the next day is a little bit better. When you have mental disorders, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to take care of it. And it's your responsibility to reach out and ask for support. But what are we supposed to do when no one is supporting us? When no one is reaching out? When we are sitting here damn near close to just putting the knife to us and no one cares? Instead, you know what they do? They flag me, saying that I am promoting suicidal thoughts, when actuality I am unpromoting them, because I am telling you that you are better than this. I'm saying that you should reach out and that you should get help. But guess what happens? No one helps me. They flag me. That's not going to show my content of character. It's going to show yours. And guess what happened? The same thing that happens every single time. Amber motherfucking Lewis, we have noticed that you are not breaking any rules. Continue to make your non-family friendly content. Have a moist day. That's not what they say. Enjoy making your content. Have a great day. But, fucking A. And what's really crazy is it takes a shit ton of people flagging something in order for it to get to that motion. And you know what happens to all those people? They get a notch on their YouTube for falsifying information. So, if you are going to actually flag people, make sure you're flagging people who are actually breaking the rules. Fucking cunts. It'd be nice, maybe one day we'll get consistent chatting other than inside my own head. Blue Bear, you're coming with me, bro. Yeah, there you are. There you are, homie. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Don't worry. There you go. He's fucking watching you guys. He's like, I may have a delicious clit, but that doesn't mean I won't fuck you with my fucking strap-on dick. For people who don't know, Blue Bear is... their sex is female, but they are not female. Blue Bear is male through and through, even though he has a sweet, sweet vagina. Just one part of my DID. It's so weird, I don't like calling it DID. It feels so fancy and real when you call it dissociative identity disorder. It's multiple personality disorder. That's what it is, but... Alright, so it is 7:44 a.m., so good motherfucking morning, Amber motherfucking Lewis. It's mainly lurkers. We spread that moist content in hopes to get people to chat with us, but same old, we got lots of lurkers. And remember, bitch, remember who lurks and who talks. Because we're not fucking talking to the lurkers no more. Fuck you and your lurking ways, because all you do is cause me mental turmoil. Yup. Alright. But on that note, I do fucking love you, because the lurkers in some ways, they do help, because YouTube sees them watching and goes, okay, people are enjoying this. She can make her random content. But see, I make so much content that I don't need people to view it. That's the funniest part, is because people want to do YouTube and then they don't want to do their research on what they have to do. Certain amount of hours produced or certain amount of views. That's how you get people with 2 videos who are just like boom, boom, boom. And then you get people like me who have thousands and it's like cricket, cricket. I prefer my crickets with my thousands of videos. You know what I mean? I prefer that over a bunch of fake ass bitches who want to pretend to think that they're my friend. If you tune into my channel, I want you to know you're not my fucking friend if I don't know you. You're an acquaintance who might develop into a friendship. Don't ever try to paint your relationship more than what it is. You know what I mean? If you're someone who I've met through the internet, I have not known you long enough, and you probably haven't put enough effort into the relationship that I have to even consider you a good friend. Every single person that I call a friend that I have met from Facebook, YouTube, any social media, they are a friend or an acquaintance. I do not have any good friends. I thought I did. I thought hashtag money was a good friend, but no, she is just a friend. Because good friends don't treat people that way. Cheers to being moist as a motherfucker and being able to every day to evolve and strive to not only know ourselves, but to understand the people around us and to understand that you can put energy in, but everything has to even out eventually. And if you're finding that you're only putting the energy in and the other people aren't, well, as much as it may hurt, you know exactly what the fuck you need to do. Snip that shit like the tip of a dick. Cheers. Oh, good. Aspen. Working kind of delicious this morning. 7:47. Don't mind if I do. That's 47 backwards, forwards, and that's delicious. I like this bowl. This is going to wreck me. So this is my Wake and Medicate. This is going to be interesting. We have some delicious Blue Dream and some Blackberry Kush with the keef of many of herbages topped onto it with what now makes it look kind of like an egg, but you can't really see it. Some crumble, some extreme cream crumble. This is about to be amazing. Amazing. Unlike the feeling the lurkers give me. It's going to be a great day. I don't know why. I feel like it's going to be such a great day because I fell asleep crying last night, and I wish I hadn't. But I don't understand why they left me on red. Like, but I also don't understand, like, so they asked if they were like, I have the next 4 days off, does anyone want to hang out? I was like, I'm going to be down in your area on Saturday, you know, I'm down to hang out for a few hours. And then they said they might. So I already know that there's a good chance I won't hang out with them because he did say might. Thank you, by the way, for telling me might. You know what I mean? You didn't say yes. You said might. Which means maybe yes, maybe no. And they were saying that they were going to be trying to see their son, which I really hope they do see their son today or tomorrow. They need that for the next portion in their life. However, after, you know, the stuff on theirs, they went back to my, like, they went to my post that I had done a few days ago, and of me saying, like, hey, I'm going to be down in Vancouver, hang out with me, please. And then they commented, you know, is so-and-so driving you? I said yes. They never responded. I should have left it at that, but of course I sent a message being like, oh, you know, so-and-so is driving me, yada, yada, yada. They never said anything back. Stuff went on the normal way. He had asked the other day to be in a party chat. I thought he was going to talk about Saturday, but it ended up not. Some stuff happened and he had to leave the party chat. And then last night, because the party that we were in, that was Thursday. So Friday, I send them a message like, hey, are you down to hang out in the morning? And they left me on red and have been sent, so I have no idea. And that's shitty, because, like, this is giving me, like, the worst panic attack ever. Even if they hit me up, like, am I gonna want to hang out at that point? You know what I mean? I have such horrible social anxiety, and, like, it's frustrating. I get it. I am not an easy person to get along with. But if you don't want to be my friend, that's fine. Just let me know. Like, I have no idea. And I'm gonna keep putting this energy into relationships until I'm depleted and don't understand what's going on. That's why the hashtag money has gotten to the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, clearly she doesn't hate me because she hasn't blocked me on Snapchat or Facebook or anything like that. She did remove me from a friend from Twitch, which is weird. Not surprising, but weird. I've tried to message her. I've sent stuff to her house. She was the very first person other than Justin that I told about Amber Jr. She was the only person I knew for months. Like, whenever I had something going on, she was the person I called and talked to. And I haven't even talked to her since, like, September of last year. I sent her a scroll asking her to be my daughter's fairy godmother, and I never got a response. I go into the channel where she is a mod and make casual conversation, even though I'm literally crying as I type, because she literally starts to lurk more. As soon as I type, there goes the Jade. You don't see her type. People will even type, where'd Jade go? If you're avoiding me this much, then why do you still have me as a friend on Facebook? Why do you still have me as a friend on Snapchat? Why don't you just say, hey, I don't want to be your friend. Why are you doing this to me? Because I didn't do anything. It all started from me sharing my feelings, because they were only coming into my channel for a very small amount of time, and it was always around the same time, and I knew exactly what it was. And then they would go, oh, you know, I gotta eat and get to do stuff. I know exactly what you gotta do. You gotta eat so you can get to be a mod. Why don't you just say that? Or like when she popped in going, oh, you know, I'm gonna be on the West Coast, you never know, I might get a smoke a bowl with you. You know what you did when you said that to me? You gave me false hope, hashtag money. Why the fuck would you give me false hope? Why? All I did was share how you made me feel, and you chose to ignore me and then do this? You're not a friend. And if you are a friend, you're not a good friend. You're just an acquaintance friend, because friends don't do that at all. I really hope that your real friends, or whatever that you have met in that place, I hope that that is everything that you have looked for. And I hope that you don't treat any of them how you've treated me. Because if you actually cared, you would have reached out to any of the one times. My phone, like, I got a new phone, you guys, and I literally don't even have her number, and it's good. Because it was just one-sided messages. Me constantly messaging her and never getting something back. Fuck you. That's exactly how I feel about that. I do. I hope that she finds everything that she wants in life and is happy with the decisions that she made. Because I've said it once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it 1,000 times. I am the bestest friend that you can meet and have. But as soon as you fuck me over or hurt me, and it's not just my fucking mental getting to me, like, this ain't just my fucking mental, bitch. Like, you have not reached out whatsoever. If you got the scroll, you could have at least said, oh, the scroll's cute, like, I'm in a weird place right now, you know. But no, nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, the fact that I chose the little black socks, that was because of hashtag money. I'd always planned on sending her one of Junior's socks. But this is how life goes. People are not always meant to be throughout your whole entire book of life. Some people are only in a sentence. Some people are only in a chapter. Some people are in a couple chapters. Some people will be throughout it the whole time, but not in the way you expect. Like, Justin's going to be in my book for the rest of my life as Junior's father. But also as the character who never loved me. Who took my love and that's it. Just took it and collected it and dumped it out, probably. Who knows what he did with all of that love that I gave. You know? But let's not focus on that anymore, Amber. Let's hit our goal and let's focus on the people who do reciprocate that love. And you know what? It's so true. Blue, you're right. You're right, Blue. Blue's like, I walked you down the aisle and to this day, I'm so thankful for that. He's like, I was your bouquet, and I held a sign that said, I helped you find him, and he helped you find Redomancy. And whereas it was not in the way that we anticipated or even thought, he did. Justin A. Lewis helped me find Redomancy. A love so equal that it's given back as it's received. And that love is with my daughter, Amber M. Lewis Jr. I'll forever have Redomancy with my child. I know that from the relationship that I have with my mother. You're going to have to constantly work at it. A lot of people think that you just automatically have that relationship, and that's not true. There's going to be that forever love, but that's just it. Forever love does not mean that you don't have to work at it. When love exists, love is permanent. But love doesn't stay if you don't flourish it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't seem to understand that love isn't just saying, I love you. It's that feeling that you get when someone makes you feel happy. You know what I mean? Like, I love #money for the way that she helped me through things and the way that, she made me feel at that time. And, in a way, I love her for what she's done to me now. Because it shown me yet again to not let my guard down all the way. To be a little cautious. More cautious than I was. And more cautious than I thought I had been. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to it, in my experience, you can't make friends through the internet. Sorry. Not sorry. Before I go, because it's literally that time. And you know what? It is what it is. I should have guessed that we would have a lurker. Oh, good, they left. Yes. Thank you. At least, thank you to Wheels for that. At least you don't stay lurking when you realize, like, oh shit. But seriously, like, why don't you respond when I respond to you? Like, that's frustrating. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so I want to do a big shout out to one of my best friends, Jessica. I fucking love you, girl. She was one of the people who reached out to me when I just wasn't doing too hot, and she offered me a place, and I couldn't, take that, but it's an option, you know what I mean? If I absolutely needed to, then I could, and I really appreciate you for that, Jessica. You were the very first friend that I made when I moved up to Washington, and we've remained friends ever since. The best part about our friendship is that it's always remained true. There's been many a times where I don't talk to you, but I never feel like you're not there. You know what I mean? Like right now, #money's not talking to me, but I don't feel like she's there. You know what I mean? You always made me feel like I was there. I remember a few years back, I was one of the few people that you messaged. You're like, hey, I gotta take some time for me. So if you don't hear from me or if I don't respond to you, know that I love you, and, I'll reach out if I need to. And that was so appreciated because I was worrying about her, but I didn't have to constantly worry. You know what I mean? And that's the type of friendships you need. You know what I mean? The people who are giving in what you're giving out. My best friend Raymundo, my best duder, man. He has been one of my best friends since I met him in September of 2001. Not 2000, that's when I met Michelle. Another bitch that I love. But, September of 2004. A few years later. September of 2004, when I met that motherfucker in one of our senior classes. That was the best part, is we had a couple classes together. We had art together as well as our senior class, and it was just one of those things, like, we were gravitated to each other, you know what I mean? And it just, to this day, one of my bestest, greatest friendships. You know what I mean? And that's just two examples. Literally, my brain is being flooded with the constant love that I receive. You know, next person that comes to mind is my love, Cassie. You know what I mean? Someone that I met in September of 2004. She was a junior, I was a senior. And, you know, we met each other through other people. But I remember we were sitting in the foreign language cubby, this little area where it was like all the foreign languages, and then you could like study in the middle area. And we were just talking about how, like, you know, we met each other through other people, but we're best friends. Like, we literally were sitting there talking about how, like, eventually, you know, we're gonna meet each other's kids, and our kids are gonna meet each other, and as every hair on my body that I've shaved off tries to stand up, I have met both of her daughters in the hospital, and she has met my daughter in the hospital, and her kids have met my daughter. Those are the relationships that you want to try to focus on, not the ones that deplete us. You know, keep those in your mind and your heart, because the ones that deplete us give us knowledge. And, you know, be mindful of it. Like, with hashtag money, I still would like to think that she's just in a weird place right now. You know what I mean? But at the same time, am I not important enough to her to get a text message of just like, I need some time? Like, am I not important enough? Because that's how I feel. And, you know, you watch my content. I know you do, you know. I know that you still care somewhat, or you would have purged me from everything. You still have me as featured on your YouTube, just as I have you featured on mine. You know how I feel. Hashtag money. You know, and that goes to my crush, too. You know how I feel, man. Dude, like, that's just it. Is like, I tell people how I feel, but why can't people tell me how they feel? And what's frustrating is, like, when I do ask questions, why don't you answer it? Because then it makes me not want to ask the other questions. Like, I just want to ask my crush, like, hey, do you like me? But it's like a part of me feels like I already know the answer. Like, yeah, they have a crush on me. They're probably physically attracted to me, maybe, or something. I don't know. I don't even personally think they're physically attracted to me. And it could be that with my baby box is going to be booming, plus just everything on top of it, you know, we're just, like, in a mentally low place. Just, you know, I have a, like, I constantly say that we have a life's rainbow, okay? You are your life's rainbow, essentially, and life is going to throw shit on it, because life is gray and shitty, so it's constantly throwing shit on it. Sometimes you're feeling so good that it's like you're fucking beaming so hard that, like, windshield wipers are keeping that shit off of you. It's still coming at you, but you don't notice it as much. Well, right now, I'm noticing it more because of a lot of things. For one, you know, with the things that I have, like, it's so frustrating. It's like I'm constantly trying to explain it to myself because I fully don't even understand. Having personality and mood disorder is so frustrating because you're constantly like this. You know what I mean? So, I know how I feel, but it's really difficult for me to convey it. You know what I mean? And it will be easier when people convey the way they feel. Because, like, for example, my crush knows that I like them. They've even told me, like, I know that you like me. You know what I mean? But they still haven't, you know what I mean? Like, do you like me? Or am I just a crush? Are we not moving forward in that sort of area? Or are we just, like, you always started as friends. We're friends, you know? We've been friends. Are we taking the friendship to just, are we just friends? Or are we, you know what I mean? Like, and they know where I sit, but I'm sitting here like, where the fuck do I sit, you know? But I gotta go. Amber motherfucking Lewis. I look forward to a meeting later on. You should have done a meeting yesterday. I don't know why you, for some reason, thought you couldn't. You stupid cunt. It was showing you that everything was there to do the afternoon meeting yesterday, but maybe it was good. Maybe it was good for us to take that nap, because we did have a good nap yesterday. And then I really, really, really thank you to Ashley. I love you so much. You are an amazing person, and I'm so thankful that, you know, it's the sort of thing, like, I met you through my best duder, and that kind of puts you on a somewhat of a pedestal, like, you know this person, so that makes you a good person. But even if I had met you completely separate of him, I love you. You're just such an amazing person, and I'm so glad that I was able to reach out to you, and then we were able to game. That was nice, too, as she actually asked me, she was like, hey, we're about to load up, like, you want to join? That was really nice, because I find that most of the time I'm asking people if they want a game, and not very often is someone asking me if I want to. You know, my crush does it, and I have to remember that my crush, he's been open about his shyness, he's been open about his depression, and I'm trying to keep that mindful, and hopefully he understands that, you know, obviously a lot of what I'm going through is just my own mental, but I also, if you like me, fucking tell me, because you're beating around the damn bush, and I think you know, and it's like, I get it, our situations are so fucking weird, and having feelings for more than one person is really difficult, especially when you know the other person is not someone that you're ever going to be able to connect with romantically ever again. I feel that. That's like, we have so much in common, it's creepy. But anyways, Hosie Posie awaits me. The moisture was gained. I, like, am terrified about my journey. Go to Hosie Posie, then Main Street Marijuana, and from there, I have no idea. I thought that I would have heard back from someone by now. In 3 hours, or in 2 hours, I will be, or 2.5 hours. Fuck, time is so irrelevant. 10:30, 11. I'll be down in Vancouver with nothing to do. And if no one hits me up, I'll make my journey back home. So, until, then, I'll remain the same way that I always strive to be, and that is moist. Simply 100% myself, regardless of what any motherfucker thinking of me. Especially the motherfuckers up here, who are the loudest and most annoying. Love them, though. I love myself, and strive to when I can't. Therefore, I am loved. No shame at all. I'm Amber motherfucking Lewis. And until next time, and always, please be kind to yourself and everyone else. And I'll see you later. Ooh, that moment when, should we play Heavy Rain? Or grind out on Fortnite? I'm looking at the soulless stoned bitch and she's like, you already know what you're gonna choose. Bye.